All right, hi guys, my name is Rashana, and today we'll go over contractions with the word not. So the general rule of thumb for contractions with not is that usually you would have the word. So for example, does not, you would write does. I apologize for this. And then you add the N, and then you put the contraction right after the end, and then you put T. So this is the general rule of thumb. So let's just write it down here. So word, first word, to make it more clear. First word plus N plus contraction, then plus T. So word, oh gosh, word, word, N, contraction, T. Let's make this contraction bigger. So we will follow that rule for everything. Let me just erase this example, then we can get started. All right, so the first one, Braden does not remember whether he left his camera in the car or at school. So remember, we said the formula is the first word, so it would be does plus the N, contraction, and then T. So it would be Braden doesn't remember whether he left his camera in the car or at school. Okay, Mr. Blake is not stubborn, but he does have strong opinions. So like we said, the first word is, then we put the N, apostrophe T. So Mr. Blake isn't stubborn, but he does have strong opinions. The chapters of the science book are not long, but they are full of information. So following the formula, we have first word, which is R, so A-R-E. Then we put the N, then apostrophe, and then T. So it'd be aren't. So the chapters of this book aren't long, but they are full of information. Okay, Mrs. Whitehead has not picked any of the apples from her tree yet. So following the formula, the first word is has, so H-A-S. Then we put the N, apostrophe, T. So Mrs. Whitehead hasn't picked any of the apples from her tree yet. All right, Leo had not heard from the fjord before, so he wasn't sure how to pronounce it. We pronounce the word like fjord, just like fun fact. So hadn't, we follow the formula, first word, had, N, apostrophe, T. Leo hadn't heard of the word fjord before, so he wasn't sure how to pronounce it. The last example, I read that novel last year, but it was not my favorite. So following the formula, we have the first word, which is was, then we put the N, then we put the apostrophe, then we put the T. And those are all the examples that we're going to go do today. So don't forget that the formula is just the first word plus the N plus the apostrophe plus the T. So this is the general rule of thumb.